Well, the race is narrowing in Denver's mayoral election. The latest batch of votes shows Lisa Calderon gaining ground. Of the 17 candidates, only the top 2 will head to the runoff in June. Right now, third place Calderon trails Kelly Broff by less than 5,000 votes, with the results of over 23,000 votes yet to be put out. Mike Johnston, meanwhile, remains in the lead. Now, over 24 hours since the polls closed, we still don't have the final results. Denver Elections last released an update at 5 this evening, saying another won't come until tomorrow afternoon. Our Karen Morfitt is live outside the elections office tonight. Even in national races, we pretty much have a winner by now. So let's talk about what's taking so long, Karen.
Well, Ellen, the Denver clerk and recorder addressed some of those questions earlier today, saying if you wait to turn in your ballot, then you'll wait for results. According to his office, nearly half of all of the ballots in this year's election came on election day, and 31% of those came in the last 2 hours, so between 5 and 7 o'clock when those polls closed. While we wait for final results, there's another discussion happening and gaining steam right now about changing how we vote here in Denver. 17 mayoral candidates on the ballot, and only the top 2 will go to a runoff. While it's been the approach for years, this election has reignited the discussion around change.
It's probably going to be around 50% of voters that chose somebody that didn't make the runoff.
Amber McReynolds is a national elections expert and former Denver elections director. She's also an advocate for ranked choice voting, allowing voters to do just that, rank their top choices.
If one of the candidates gets above 50%, they're declared the winner. If not, you go to the second round. And what that means then is you drop out the lowest vote getter and you redistribute their second place choices to the remaining candidates.
It's often touted as an instant runoff and a way to avoid the cost of a second election. Denver election staff have considered the change before and say it's one they're willing to look at again.
For us, it's a matter of making sure that we make it right for Denver voters.
Denver's current clerk and recorder Paul Lopez says he's already determined it's a viable option, but the decision, he says, is out of his hands.
It's up to the city council to be able to put that on the ballot, or the citizens of the city to create an initiated ordinance for voters to consider.
Now, McReynolds also says that ranked choice voting could also help get those ballots in early. If voters can rank their candidates, they would likely not spend as much time trying to pick just one. Boulder, Broomfield, and Fort Collins here in Colorado have all already moved to the ranked choice voting system. In Denver tonight, Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Karen.